So the lending library or the library.
Yeah, it's a fantastic source of information. So many people, a lot of people don't have computers, and a lot of people do have computers. Some know how to use it, and some don't know how to use it as far as research is concerned. But this library gives a lot of people information on the disorders that their children have. Now, I'm not saying that it's 100%, because nothing is 100%, but at least it gives them an idea of what's going on. And that connected to the parenting groups that we do have here once a month. That and the combination of the two really does help the families because they understand a lot better. It also brings up a lot of questions that they want to ask too. Not only just to other parents or to United Parents Organization, but to psychiatrists. You know, the ones that they see for all the wonderful medications that they give the children. So this is your resource for it, and it's great. We've got tapes here, we've got books here. We need more updated books, naturally. Some of them are pretty old, so we need to get other ones that are updated. And we do. Periodically, we get a whole bunch of books that we feel will give more information and help the parents. But it's a great resource, and I wish people would use it a little bit more.
Could you touch on, too, on the parent workshops, just a little bit, real quick, because you brought that up, that people can come in. You have parent groups of each week. Are they here?
They're support groups.
Support groups,
yeah,
okay.
They are support groups, and it's once a month. And we have them here, we have them in Oxnard, we have them in Simi, we have them just all over the county. And it started out just in Camarillo, we had them, and that was it. It was at Phoenix School, actually, that we had the support groups. And sometimes we'd have 30 people, sometimes even a little bit more, and sometimes a lot less. It depended, because some of the parents were coming for a long time, but then their child grew up, and it's 18 and 19 years of age, so naturally they stopped coming, unfortunately, because they really needed to continue, because it doesn't make any difference how old the child is, the child's going to have the same problem, the same difficulty, and they really need to know how to handle it, even though they're not young. They're still their child, and the age really doesn't make any difference. It's just like a child with schizophrenia. Just because they're young, the schizophrenia does not go away. It goes into adulthood. So they really needed to continue to come. But people think in their own minds, okay, they're the age 18, that's it. That's not my responsibility anymore, and that's the end of it. Well, that's not true. So, but that's what we have. We have the support groups, and they're absolutely fantastic. And the people who run them are some of our parent partners who run them, and they're doing an excellent job. It used to be Ellen Linder and Norm, and myself, Mary Ellen, who used to run the support groups. But now we got other people involved, and it's really good.
Your board.
Oh, help. We have a unique client, and anybody who thinks about or hears about anybody with mental health, it's like, oh my God, if I get near them, I'm catching it. You know, it's the old saying that many, many years ago with AIDS and also with cancer, everybody was afraid that if you got near those people and they brushed up against you, that automatically you had it. Well, that's not true. And the same thing with mental health. One thing that they don't understand about these children is the IQs of these children, or some of them are off the charts. I've seen one child, a youngster, he was, how old was he? 7 or 8 years old at the time that I got him. And he played the piano like unbelievable. He taught himself. Nobody gave him any music. Nobody gave him anything. He sat down at the piano. He figured it out, and he taught himself. One day he asked his dad for a book on how to build computers. And his father, for some reason or another, knew that this kid could read. And he could really read and understand big words and what they meant and so forth. So he gave him an adult book on how to build computers. The next day he told his father what to buy. His father did buy it, and he built himself a computer. These kids have high intelligence. A lot of times we don't see it because of the behaviors. They get in the way. But we have a whole generation of kids that can be so, the world can take advantage of this, and that we can nurture it and really help them through all of this, and they could be inventors. Look at our inventors, the ones who invented the lights, the one who invented the telephone, the one who invented everything that we have here. Do you think that they were normal kids? Do you think that they had high IQs? Probably did in their particular area that they were interested in. But in all the other areas, I don't think so. No, they didn't. But they were interested in something, and they created it. And we benefit from it. And our kids are the same way. They've got something there. We're not tapping into that. We're tapping on everything else to get rid of this much when they've got that much to offer. And it's sad. So.
Very good.